Hello, and welcome to another broadcast with Gian. Watching this program, you are going to be inspired, challenged, and enlightened. Now, let me introduce to you our host, Gian.
If you go in your timeline to the past and try to remember when is it that you started to do something that it was not good, like a bad habit, whatever the bad habit is, and if you go in that timeline and you get into the files, you will acknowledge that everything began when you made that decision. You said, well, I'm gonna try. And what is the result of that decision? The beginning of a bad habit. But at the same time, you probably remember that in some point in your life, you were thinking of doing something good, and eventually you made a decision. And as a result, you went in that direction. Isn't it that right? Absolutely, because everything begins with a decision. Today, my friend, I want to talk to you about that. Remember about the importance of making a wise decision in order to move forward in your life. Perhaps you are struggling with bad habits, or perhaps you are struggling with lack of success in certain things. And you know what? It's just part of life. Everybody, you, me, everybody, we all go through processes like that. The important thing is that we stop and we start to reflect, and we make a decision. Remember? Decisions. That's the key. For example, right now, if you are interested in making changes, if you, for example, you don't want to continue doing what is wrong, if you want to remove certain bad habits in your life, you know the process is that you start thinking about it, and then you say to yourself, you know what? This is not such a good idea. I need to stop doing that. That is the beginning. Now, once you decide that you are going to stop doing that, that doesn't mean that everything changed just like that. You know that's not the case. It always will take time. What do you do when you are in that path? It's important to be accountable. I suggest you to talk to one of your friends, one of your relatives, your mentor, somebody that you trust, and tell this individual about the decisions you made in order to change certain things, whether it's a bad habit or starting a new habit, because accountability will help you. So every so often, it could be every day or every other day or once a week, you know, whatever the case may be, you talk to this person that you are accountable about that decision you made. I know it is challenging. I know it is not easy. You know, we all have the same problem. Trust me, we all have the same situation with our diets, with our sleeping habits, with our discipline, with the school, with behavior, with vocabulary, ways to talk to people, ways to treat people, money management. We all have challenges. But the thing is, you have to start somewhere. And where is with all this start? Here. In your mind, you process. You think about the situations that you're going through. Think thoroughly. What is going on with your life? And then you make a list. Things that you need to remove, things that you need to improve. And all those things you need to remove are clear. And then you attack one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You understand, my friend? When you see the challenges that you have as a whole, you already feel defeated. Of course you feel defeated. But if you attack one item at a time, you make the decision, I'm going to remove these bad habits from my life. 1, 2, 3, 4 bad habits. And then you start with the first one. You make the decision, you keep accountable, and you are going to see success in a matter of probably 2-3 weeks. I encourage you, do that. Have a good day.
By Giancarlo Villatoro.
I know you have suffered, but what if you would have never met your mom because she died giving birth to you? That's the beginning of Simon's story. Then Simon's father died when he was only 15 years old. He was sent to a foster home where he was bullied, humiliated, and there was no one to protect him. But Simon decided to find a way to get his revenge by studying and becoming good at sports. He won a scholarship, and soon he started his own business, Simon's Yardwork. Mean people were envious of his success, but one day, Simon met and fell in love with Jackie. They were happy until the FBI arrested Simon due to clues that incriminated him with several murdered people. Will Simon end up in prison? Don't miss the outcome of this story, The Best Revenge, the musical that will inspire everyone to pay good for evil. Go to mygiancarlo.com to purchase The Best Revenge on audio and video.
Hey, 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 hey. That's all, folks. Time to go home. Ciao.